Good evening and welcome to Nationwide on the network service of the NTA. I'm Naja Atutijani. The federal government is appealing to the Senior Staff Association of Nigeria Universities, SSANU, and the Non-Academic Staff Union of Educational and Associated Institutions, NASU, to call off the planned industrial action by their members, describing it as counterproductive as well as unlawful. The Minister of Labour and Employment, Dr. Ngige, announced the government's plea while briefing journalists after an audience with President Muhammadu Buhari on the development. State House correspondent Adamu Sambo reports that the minister also cleared the air on the controversy surrounding the reappointment of Ahmed Idris as the Accountant General of the Federation.
SSANU and NASU have written their branches to commence a nationwide strike beginning midnight Friday over, amongst others, the federal government's handling of the integrated personnel and payroll information system, sharing formula of the 40 billion naira and academic allowances and non-payment of arrears of the new minimum wage. But after deliberating on the matter with President Muhammadu Buhari, Labour and Employment Minister Dr. Ngige told newsmen that steps have already been taken by the federal government towards addressing the cardinal issues raised by the unions and described the planned strike as not only uncalled for but also unlawful.
After conferring with my president, we are telling the unions not to carry out the action because that action will run counter to ILO statutes on social dialogue and principles at work, because the employers have listened, they have brought them to the table. So for SSANU and NASU, we are imploring them not to carry out their threat, which they said would take effect from this midnight. More so, when the meeting adjourned at their own instance. And just this morning I have received a letter from them giving us a new date for the continuation of the dialogue. They proposed a date of Thursday, 11th of February, and my office has communicated them back that will be ready for them at that time, because they needed, as they claimed, they needed time to consult with their constituency and come back on the fresh issues that have cropped up from the discussion. It's a question of them giving government some time. I'm very optimistic that if they give us 3 months, the finance minister will do the needful.
Dr. Ngige's discussion with the president also centered on the reappointment of Ahmed Idris as the Accountant General of the Federation.
For Mr. President, I've exercised his powers under Section 171 of 1999 Constitution as amended in reappointing Mr. Ahmed Idris with effect from June 25, 2019, not even today. So the man has a tenure of 4 years, which will, by efflution of time of appointment, lapse 2023 June.
It will be recalled that the Trade Union Congress and the Senior Staff Association of Nigeria had contacted the government demanding that Ahmed Idris should vacate his office, having clocked 60 years. From the State House, Adamu Sambo, NTA News.